morning. Welcome to Yoga Galactica live streaming from the Space Shift. I'm Kamala. Yeah, hope you are really well, healthy, and doing your best to enjoy this extended quarantine. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, we went to a small gathering outside last night, an ecstatic dance. That was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Got to sing a little bit and
Share breath work.
Share the Wim Hof breath work. With people outside, it felt pretty safe because we were at least 6 feet away from, if not further, from the people that were breathing, and they definitely all got super lifted. Love the Wim Hof breath. It's so important to breathe right now. Our first medicine. And dance. Dance is incredible. But it's just so interesting the things that run through my mind when we are around human beings. And this was at my brother's house at his healing sanctuary called the Eagle's Nest. But I still have, I still have some apprehensions about when I find myself talking to someone and if they feel a little bit too close, I feel myself backing up, and that's just odd because I've never been like that. And yeah, so it's making me think about a lot of things. Of course, when we go in public, we're maskers. We're not anti-maskers when we're out in public. But when we walk every day in our neighborhood, we don't wear masks. No one really does. And the people that do, or even if we see people, we end up doing this beautiful walk flow where we walk to the other side of the road and wave and smile. Everybody is getting to know each other in the neighborhood, which I think is really special. But yeah, how are you all doing? Hopefully well. A cart is not wanting to jump out today. I'm shuffling like a mad woman.
Yes.
Yes.
So glad to so glad to be back again this morning, sharing with you guys. And you know, that was the first time we'd shared breath work with actual humans in physical space together since this quarantine started. And it was just a reminder, you know, even though I know that you guys are watching here and I can feel a little bit of your presence, there just is nothing quite like practicing in a room together. And there's an energy that's created a vortex, and you know, things come through differently, certain nuggets of wisdom. I feel like the channel and the portal is open wider, so we're able to share in a deeper capacity, and it just felt really good. So I personally am definitely looking forward to when we can share space again together. And yeah, I think we should get into this shift.
You accidentally said, let's get shifted Tuesday, but I think it's Wednesday.
Oh, shoot.
It's Thursday!
Tuesday was yesterday. Today's Thursday. Shoot. Well, you're all still here, so I don't think that really matters too much.
Everybody's here. It is Wednesday.
Yes.
I'm going to share this on my page. Maybe it will share today.
That was
Maybe
really a
it will share
test
tomorrow.
for everyone to
Well, it tested me.
yeah, to see if you're on point with your days right now, because yeah, the days do blur together for sure. I mean, days blur together even when we're not in quarantine. So being in quarantine, they definitely still blur together. Pella, you're so itchy. What's going on right now? So
I told you she got bit by something.
Yeah, but she's like itching somewhere else. Totally. All right.
Just sharing.
This is your first time joining us. Try to amplify the audio through speakers or wireless headphones. Some way to get this audio louder than it would be from your device would be the best. Find a comfortable, quiet place to sit up nice and tall, home, room, office. Grab some water, grab a mat, grab a pillow, a blanket, whatever you need to have a lovely shift this morning.
Okay. Why does it always freeze on me? Okay, here we go. Maybe. Just one sec, guys. Use the phone for I don't know how many years, and sometimes it still gets a little freaking weird for me in the morning when I'm trying to share. The card that just finally jumped out is the Circle of Life.
Woohoo.
Let's see what people have to say. Maya, good morning. Jennifer, Mike, yeah. It's so weird to navigate day to day. We just have to do our best and think about the greater of all good.
He is a neck of tea for Bella.
Oh, beautiful, AJ. Wonderful.
Oh, what's up, AJ?
AJ went to a small outdoor safe nature gathering of ecstatic dance and breath work. Morning, Elena. Amy, missed you. Mike says he'll be there if we do it. Yay. Eric passed the test. I'm guessing that was a COVID test, maybe. Good morning, Gretchen. Welcome, everyone. You. Good. See if that balance is there. So the card that jumped out is the Circle of Life. It's a beautiful card with a, what are those things called that are in a circle that you walk in?
Maze.
No, it's called a, my brain.
Zen meditation circle. Spiral.
This. A Z, can't remember what it's called. The Circle of Life, huh? Hakuna Matata, exactly. Funny, that came up last night. Hakuna Matata.
We're a little delirious because we got home a little later than normal and went to bed a little later than normal.
After we binge watched Alone.
And we're up a little later than normal, so everything's been compressed this morning, and that's actually why we didn't get started till 11:17. Our apologies, but we're here now, so let's read what the Circle of Life has to share and offer.
Yeah. All right, so finding the most comfortable spot on your mat, sitting up nice and tall, just looking for the card so I can, perfect. Sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes, and really give everything you've got to yourself today, to your breath today, to your body today. Thank you so much for showing up to give back to yourselves. What a gift it is to practice with you. Pull the flesh out from underneath your thighs. Close your eyes. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose, nice and slow. Hold at the top for a moment. Sipping a little more breath through the mouth. And through the nose as slow as you can, exhale. Imagine that breath bringing in revitalization, health, abundance, happiness. Deep inhale, nice and slow. Exhale, nice and slow. Slow everything down. Again, deep inhale. Hold at the top, sipping more breath. And this time, open the mouth, sigh it out. Let's shake off the morning. Wake up your body, make a little noise, get a little weird. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, palms touch again, slow as you can on that exhale. Now feeling the palms press together, resting in front of the center of the chest. Begin finding your natural flow of breath. Maybe just say to yourself, I trust my breath. I I'm grateful for my health and my body's ability to heal. I am so thankful for this time of reflection. And just breathing slow and deep. Maybe let the corners of your lips tilt upwards. Roll the eyes gently up and in. And breathe as I read this card that jumped out of the deck today, which is the Circle of Life. All things are possible. Stand in your center and be open. The four winds are bringing your dreams to fruition. Embrace and accept where you are in the great circle of life. Bounty and abundance are flowing to you. If you've had relationship or financial challenges, things are about to change. Yes. Your native spirit wants you to know the circle of life, called the medicine wheel in Native American traditions, symbolizes a cosmology that honors all the circles of life. Those in Western cultures tend to see the life as linear. However, those in indigenous cultures see all life as a circle. When this card chooses you, it is time to honor and cherish all aspects of the great circle. All parts of the journey have beauty and grace. There's beauty in the rising sun, just as there is in the setting sun. To only revel in the rising sun and demean times of endings depletes your energy. Choose what is, and you become master of the universe, or at least of your own personal universe. And there's a journey, if you'd like to. Create a medicine wheel for yourself. It can be as simple as creating a circle of stones that you place on your desk, or making a circle of stones or pine cones that you lay outdoors. As you place each part of the circle, hold the intent that you're honoring all aspects of your life. Gosh, I love that. I just had a beautiful idea. What if we lacquered the top of that tree and then made a beautiful medicine circle out of stones? We could have all of our community bring stones and make it a beautiful medicine wheel, maybe on the top of that.
Like the spiral maze you're talking about?
Yeah, a medicine wheel.
And then we could walk it with our fingers?
Sure, yes. So really thinking about this circle of life, especially what we're going through right now, because this is definitely a time for a lot of shadow work, a time for a lot of deep reflection. But the joy that comes when you see people, when even if they're people you don't know, even if you have a mask on and you can smile with your eyes and maybe say something to another human being, so precious. It really reminds us how sacred connection is in our life and how needed it is in our life. So thinking of this as part of a cycle instead of a standstill or a point that is not pliable or movable, because it is, and it is moving. And so many people are waking up. So many people are doing such beautiful, powerful work on themselves. And remember to focus on you, give back to you, keep these practices up, do the breath work. Take time to really revel in the beauty of the smaller things in life, and always being grateful for the abundance that we have in our lives. Thank you so much for joining us all. That was a beautiful card. Lovely. I will post it afterwards, along with our poem for the day. And Siri is going, wow, I can actually bring people onto the camera now, where it says,
Let's not do that.
I'm not going to do that. I won't do that to you all of a sudden. Boom.
One of you guys is going to teach with us today.
That's right. Tanya, Cindy, it's you. Just kidding. All right. So let's go ahead and get shifted.
Okay, go sit down, Belle.
Do some
I
breath.
love you. Go sit down, my sweetie. Thank you. All right, so finding your spot in your home, your office, your room, wherever you may be right now, to sit up nice and tall and give back to yourself for these next 30 to 45 minutes as we journey through breath work, through movement, through sound, through meditation, all designed to create a shift for your mind, body, soul, spirit. Just know that this work is for you right here, right now, but it will overflow out into the ethers, affecting every person you contact, every animal, plant, tree. So sitting tall, let the eyes close and begin to rub the hands together and take a nice slow inhale. Hold that breath at the top, and then through the nose, slowly exhale the breath out. And we're just going to take 3 breaths like this. So inhale to the count of 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold right at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, slow inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold right at the bottom. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last breath, just like this, box style. Deep inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold right at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow, long, lengthen this exhale as long as you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold right at the bottom. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now keep this slow, smooth breath going as you call in your intention for your practice today. And let this intention come into your being, into every cell. See it, visualize it, distill it down into a feeling, an essence. What is it? Love, gratitude, joy, prosperity, health, wellness, abundance. And let that feeling resonate through you, around you. And then let the chin fold into the chest, and we take this moment as an honoring of each of our individual unique paths and journey. No 2 humans have ever lived the same life. So honor your unique journey. Honor your body. Honor all the ways you're able to be of service, no matter how small or how big they may seem. And now we're going to extend some gratitude out to our teachers, our mentors, the ancestors, those that have shared with us throughout the ages so we may be able to practice today. Thank you for your wisdom and guidance. And together, inhale, sit up nice and tall. Hold the breath full right at the top. Feel the spine lifting, shoulders relaxed, tongue pressed to the roof of the mouth, sealing in the gratitude, the love, the intention, and let the breath go. You're going to take your hands and bring them down to the knees, palms face down. And we're going to start our practice off today with some spinal rotation, some torso grinding called Sufi grind. So we're going to inhale, lean the chest and spine forward. Take a few breaths as you just pendulum left and right. And imagine as you breathe, you're not just breathing into the lungs, but you're breathing down into the lower spine, into the hips. Good. Now we're going to go to the right. So inhale, clockwise. And as you reach the back apex point, you're going to begin to exhale as you swing forward. Good. Inhale all the way around, clockwise to the right. Exhale as you rotate around. Good. And we continue just like this. We're making nice big circles with the upper body around the hips. And just imagine your body is like a spice grinder. And the internal organs are your favorite spices, whatever they may be: salt, pepper, turmeric, cayenne, cumin. And just imagine you're creating a little soup, a stew, as you move with your body. This healing soup of love. Put any intentions you want into this stew as you stir it up. But definitely put some love, some good, happy, positive energy, some health, some wellness. And just let this stew begin to stir itself as your body and breath are like the cauldron and the ladle stirring this stew. Good. Now, let's increase the pace. So move a little quicker. Breathe a little deeper. Good. Keep going. Charging the body. Now we're going to bring the rotation up the spine. So sit up a little taller and really isolate the movement to the rib cage, right at the center of the chest. So inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round back. Keep going, 15 seconds. If you can, breathe in and out through the nose. Beautiful, that's it. Last little bit. 3, 2, 1, deep inhale, sit tall, lengthen the spine, and we hold here. Squeeze navel, squeeze root lock, roll the eyes up and in. Now through a small round mouth, cannon fire, exhale. And now we hold empty in this space. Release, let go, surrender. This is your time. Imagine that stew, this primordial soup, entering into your body, rejuvenating, recharging. Deep inhale, holding at the top. And as you exhale, lean the chest forward, and this time we're going to go to the left. So inhale, left. All the way around, exhale, good, inhale, rotate the torso to the left, back, around, exhale as you come forward and keep going. Keeping your eyes closed, keep the breath slow and smooth. This is your opportunity now to dive inward, gaze inward. And even in these seemingly simple exercises, there's so much opportunity for growth, potential, for dropping into a meditative space, for calming the monkey mind, that seemingly ceaseless chatter. And part of the experience that we did yesterday was the sacred ice bath. Woo! And boy, is ice water and cold one of the best teachers out there. And we all did 2 minutes each, and man, that is powerful. And there is nothing quite like jumping in an ice bath to bring you into the present moment. So just imagine you're swirling around through ice water right now. And just be calm with it, even though we're not actually in ice water. Just allow yourself to feel calm in this sensation. Good. Now, we're going to sit up a little taller and then bring that movement up the center of the spine, center of the chest. Good. Inhale forward, exhale round. Inhale forward, exhale round. Move a little quicker, breathe a little deeper. 15 seconds, that's it. Tall, straighten the spine, hold the breath. Roll the eyes up and in, press tongue to the roof of the mouth, shoulders relax. 3, 2, 1, powerfully exhale, small round mouth. Holding empty. Hold, frozen like ice. Relax every single muscle in your body. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold at the top. Now imagine this fresh oxygen permeating the inner lining of the lungs, going into the blood, into every cell, opening the cells, alkalizing the blood, and bringing your body back into a blissful, beautiful state of restoration. And when you're ready, just exhale the breath. Let the chin fold down into the chest. Whew, my neck is tight this morning. Just take some long, deep breaths into the back of the spine, the back of the neck. Letting the head and neck just pendulum left, pendulum right. And again, if we haven't emphasized enough how important the breath is to this practice and to life in general, let me repeat. The breath right now is the single most important thing you can be doing in this practice in life. Conscious, smooth breath. And so as you move, let the breath dictate and guide your movement. So make sure you breathe slow and deep as you move left. Move right. Now we're going to make head and neck circles to the right, counterclockwise. Inhale, ear to the shoulder, all the way around. Exhale, chin comes forward. Inhale, ear to the shoulder. Exhale, coming forward. Good. Just a few times. 5. That's it. Good. Last one. And now coming back to center. Pause for a moment. One breath. And then we're going to inhale to the left, counterclockwise. Ear towards the shoulder. Head comes back. Exhale forward. We continue. Inhale, ear to the shoulder. Exhale, round the head and neck. Exhale forward. Keep going. 5 more. And if you come across any really tight areas, I encourage you to pause there, lengthen in this space, and just take long, deep breaths. Just a few more, 3 more. And then inhale, center, and release the breath. Now we're going to stretch the legs out onto the mat and bring them into a straddle, which is a wide V right here. And take your hands to the insides of the knees and just, woohoo, my inner thighs are so tight right now. Wow, it's so wild how no matter how much movement you do, the body can really just be tight. And that's why it's so important every day just to give your body a little bit of love through movement, stretching, breath work. Now we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up to center, and exhale, fold over the right leg, nose towards the knee, hand towards the feet. Good. Inhale, connect with the navel all the way back up to center. Exhale, fold left. Good. Inhale, reach up, center. Exhale, fold right. And we continue. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, alternate. Inhale, up. Exhale, go. And continue. Now I would like to offer a variation of this movement. So if for some reason it's really hard for you to keep your legs flat and the backs of the knees to the earth, I would like you to do this. Take your hands and place them on your knees. We're going to inhale, center. Exhale, fold the torso one leg. Inhale, up, center. Exhale, fold torso opposite. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold, and go. Here we go, 30 seconds, keep it up. Find your flow, make it a dance. Let your body be fluid like water. Yes, this is it. Now's the time. Really focus in. Last 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We inhale, center, reach the arms up above the head. Hold here, 5. Sipping more breath. 3, 2, 1. Now release and fold the body forward. Stretch the hands out in front of you on the mat and just walk the hands forward. Allow your whole spine to melt. You can even drop down to your elbows, hands in prayer position. And just take 3 slow, deep breaths here. Let the chin fold towards the chest. Two more breaths. See if with each inhale you can expand into the body and create new space. And see if with each exhale you can just melt even deeper into that space. Yes! We're going to inhale, roll the spine up, cross one leg in, fold the other leg in, come rolling over the legs, and we're just going to pop right up into a forward fold. And this should feel so good on the backs of the legs. We're going to pause here and just take 5 slow, deep breaths. And this is your opportunity to, again, do an active stretch, but also a passive meditation as you breathe. Just becoming so aware of the visceral, physical feelings within the body. Let the knees bend slightly. And let your whole body just sway left and right. Good. Now we're going to roll the spine up. Press the feet down. Root them into the earth. Roll up. Stack the bones in the spine. Take it really slow as you come up into standing. It's easy. I get actually pretty lightheaded when I roll up like that, so I have to really root my feet down and just take it super slow. And of course, if you ever do feel like you're getting lightheaded as you come up, just drop to your knees like this in a squat and hands to the earth and just breathe. Actually, let's all do that for a moment. Let's just come down into a nice low squat here. And this is one of these underrated positions that we don't get into enough. This is so good for the spine, the hips. Imagine there's an anchor from your tailbone rooting down into the earth. Bring your shoulders to the insides of the knees and let your spine be as long as you can. Let the chin fold into the chest. Good. Now, we're going to inhale, press squat up, and that's what we're going to do right now, some yogic squats. So look down at your feet. Your feet are parallel to each other. Take the knees a little bit wider than the hips, and we're going to go like this. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, imagine you're pushing your hips behind you. So instead of thinking about going down, think about pushing the hips back. There you go. Because when you push the hips back, that's when you engage the glutes, the quads, the navel. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down and go. 20. Now I want you to practice something. We're going to inhale up, exhale Inhale up. Exhale, release. Stand here in a little modified horse stance with the knees bent softly. Tuck the tailbone up and in towards the navel. Let the palms face forward. We take 3 slow breaths. Imagine you're breathing right into your heart center. So every inhale, you feel your chest and heart expand. Roll the shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Now, we're going to just bounce up and down a little bit. Shake, shake, bounce, up and down, down. Let the arms be loose. Head, neck, shoulders, let it be loose. Good. Woo! Hands above the head. 15 seconds. Bounce, 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 bounce. Go, go, go. Yes! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, fold slow. And then walk the hands forward. Step the feet back. Plank position. Deep inhale. Exhale, lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the earth. Inhale, push up to cobra, elbows bent. Raise the chin, raise the chest, shoulders down. 3 deep breaths. Let the hips and shoulders snake left and right. Then release. Come all the way down to the belly. Turn your head to one side. Release the hands and melt. Almost there. One more exercise. You're doing so well. Something took the wind out of me. Probably the squats or the jumping. I think it was the jumping. But just breathe it in. Feel your chest being fully supported here. Now we're going to come rolling over onto our backs. For our final exercise of the day, we're going to do stretch pose. A challenging pose, but so good to build the strength, not just physically, but that mental fortitude. Sharpen the steel of your mind. So, what we're doing right now, laying on our backs, bring the feet and legs together so they're touching. Raise the head, neck, shoulders, hands off the ground 4 inches. Stare down at the toes. Lift the feet, begin breath of fire. 6 inches off the ground. And remember, breath of fire, rhythmic breathing in and out through the nose. Panting like a dog, but through the nose. Good, not long, 20 seconds. Good, 10. 3, 2, 1, inhale. Hold, squeeze navel, abs. Exhale, release. Woohoo! Take a nice big inhale. Open the mouth, make some noise. And now just come back to a place of stillness right here at the bottom of the breath. Relax, relax, relax as we prepare for the breath work.
We are prepared. We're going to jump right into it.
Woohoo.
You're laying down on your back. You're feeling energized, electric, alive. And this breath work is just going to fuel you up even more. So if you're just joining us, lay down on your floor, lay down on your couch. We're going to do the Wim Hof breath. This is going to shift you within moments. Powerful inhale through the mouth, soft exhale through the mouth. It's rhythmic. We'll count for you and guide you through the entire process. All you have to do is give yourself your all. Breathe with integrity and intention. Sounds like this. Every breath a bit deeper into your body. Imagine pulling this breath into every single cell, into the mitochondria within the cells, into every vein, into every artery, every organ, every muscle, every tendon, into the fiber of your being. And if you'd like to, you can place an intention on each breath that enters your body. That can be love, health, abundance, creativity, community, whatever it is, make it personal to you, halfway there. By breathing into your body, trusting your breath, you are filling your cup, which will enable you to be in service, first to yourself, but then to your loved ones, friends, family members, animals, and essentially the greater of all good. So thank you. Let's do 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now deep inhale. Hold the breath. Begin to squeeze every muscle in your body. Squeeze fingers, squeeze toes. Pressurize that breath. And exhale all of it out, 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 out like a wave. And you're going to hold the breath out. And all you need to do now is relax your body. And your body is going to take all of this energy that you've cultivated, all of this healing energy, to exactly where it needs to go. So you just relax. Let the body do its job. Relax your eyes, eye sockets, jaw, cheeks, lips. Let the lips part ever so slightly. Relax the neck, the throat, the chest and heart, shoulders, arms, wrists and fingers. Relax your torso, belly, pelvis, glutes, hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, heels, and toes. Whenever you need to, draw in that powerful, deep, healing inhale. And you're going to hold that breath in. But test yourself. Stay in the exhale as long as you can. You are safe. You're doing this work to give back to the most important person in your life, which is you. Notice where the breath is dancing in your body. Is there any spots that the breath is focusing on? And if not, if you're ready to jump in, jump right in. If you're just joining us, lay down on your floor or lay down on your couch. No sitting, standing, or driving while doing this breath, please. Powerful breaths in and out through the mouth. Let's get shifted. Here we go. Every breath a little bit deeper, filling the belly, filling the chest, filling the lungs, filling yourself up with positive energy, with abundance, with hope, with love, with compassion, with empathy, with trust, with integrity. Breathing. Breath is life. Good. Halfway there. Go even deeper on this second half. Give yourself your all. And as always, if there's someone in your family, in your life, in your community that's going through a struggle right now, you can imagine that you're breathing into their body, whatever it is they need. Breathe for them or breathe for the planet. Good. And 10 more. Go deep, friends. Give yourself your all in everything that you do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now deep inhale. Hold the breath. Squeeze the body. Squeeze every muscle, every fiber of your being. Squeezing, holding, pressurizing. 3, 2, 1. Now exhale all the breath out like a wave, and you're going to hold empty, holding this breath out, and relax your body. Feel yourself being held by Mama Gaia, Papa Mama, this beautiful earth that gives us everything we need. Her bounty is ours to share. It is a gift. And we take and we take. As you feel this connection to our Earth Mother, holding this energy within you, how can we give back to this beautiful earth so that the next generations and the generations following can take in all of this beauty? Hold this breath out as long as you can. Test yourself. But know that whenever you need to, you can draw in that powerful deep inhale. Drink it in like the most delicious water, pulling your body down. And hold that breath in. As you hold this breath in, think of all the gratitude you hold within you, that you feel. It's so important right now to have an attitude of gratitude, to focus on what makes us feel good. It can pull us out of deep, dark waters. So as you're sitting, holding this breath in, let's sip in more breath through the mouth. And imagine you're filling yourself with every single thing that you are grateful for. It's pressurizing within every cell, refueling you, reactivating you, revitalizing your body, mind, and spirits. Hold that gratitude in for as long as you can, and even when you exhale it out, you're just filling your entire room with it. But whenever you're done, exhale that gratitude out into your room. Imagine you're just marinating in gratitude. And come back sound. So covering your eyes, if you have something to cover your eyes, this will increase the melatonin in your body and allow you to relax. If you have a blanket, you can pull the blanket up over you and just relax. We're all going to take a deep inhale. We're going to hold that breath for 3, 2, 1. Open the mouth. The paradigm is shifting, and we're being invited into an era where equality, passion, humanity, beauty, love, and creativity can make this world a better place. That these things aren't weak, but more powerful than we have ever imagined. Bug unicorn. Breathing this into your body, knowing that you have such powerful medicine to share, that you are doing the work, that you are showing up for yourself, that you are important and needed right here, right now. Let the corners of your lips tilt upwards. Let a smile come across your face. And as you bring yourself back into your conscious body, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. And then stretch your arms up and over your head. Imagine you are waking up from the most deep and restful sleep. You are alive. Rub your hands together, maybe even rub your feet together. Take a moment to think about what you're going to choose to do with this beautiful day. And then wrap your arms, pull your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your knees. Give yourself a great big hug and thank yourself for coming to the mat. And if it feels good, tell yourself, I love you. Thank you. When you're done, you can either simply roll your body over to the side and push yourself up to a seated position, or you can begin to rock up and down on your mat until you rock yourself up into a comfortable seated position on your mat. And when you reach sitting, keep your eyes closed, be still. Take your hands in front of your heart, and let's rub the palms, fingers, knuckles. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, feeling all the shifts that you've made in your body. What a gift. First, we're going to bless our spaces. So sitting in this beautiful place that holds you safe, cool, happy. Let's bless our spaces and thank them for all they give to us. Deep inhale. And exhale, sending your space some love. And let's expand this love to encompass our friends, our family members, our loved ones, our animals, our community, this beautiful state of California or whatever state you're in, our entire nation, and then encompassing the world. And let's imagine the energy is holding love, empathy, compassion, benevolence, kindness, creativity, prosperity, health, happiness. And just imagine a golden light swirling around the world, holding all of us, loving all of us equally. Send that energy out. Bow your chin to your chest. We bow to our teachers, our guides, our mentors, and guardian angels. We bow to our friends, family members, loved ones, animals, children, all those who have shown us new ways to live, who have helped us along this path of life, who has taught us powerful lessons. We bow to you, and we send you thanks and reverence. And last but not least, we bow to ourselves. So bow to you, sacred warrior, sitting here with all of your medicine. Your story is potent and needs to be told. Thank your body for its health and ability to heal. Thank yourself for showing up even when it's challenging. That is such a huge thing, showing up. And reflect on your journey for a moment. It is what has made you who you are, and you are a miracle. Satnam.
Satnam.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Aho.
Aho.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
done, rolling yourself back up to seated. Maybe keeping your eyes closed for a few moments, marinating in all the goodness that you brought into your body today, harvesting all of the thoughts and messages that came to you. We are so grateful to be able to share these classes with you on this platform. Thank you, Siri, for your beautiful leadership and energizing practice. Yes. We love you all so much. It is such a gift to have you with us. We are here every day except for Sunday at 11:11-ish. And these classes are our gift to you. If you feel called to make a donation, we will gladly accept it. You can send your donation via PayPal to yogagalactica@gmail or Venmo, and that's just @yogagalactica. You can also pay this forward by sharing this video on your page or any other platforms that you may, or groups that you're involved in. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have hundreds and hundreds of videos cataloged on YouTube, and I think even on our Facebook page if you go to the videos. And we love you. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, AJ, Maya, Mike, Gretchen, Eric, Amy, Elena. We love you very, very much. And we hope you got a little shift face today. We'll see you again on tomorrow, which is
on tomorrow.
What day is that? It's Thursday. Thursday.
We love you all. Have a beautiful day.
Have a beautiful day.
Leave
Thanks,
us a comment.
Maya.
Let us know how you like the practice today.
I'll post the poem and the Circle of Life card, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, Mike. Aw, new favorite session.